Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be going over the patch 1.02 current meta tier list. This is going to be exclusively for doubles. I repeat, exclusively for doubles. This is not for singles. So if you're thinking about, well, my character beats this character by itself, you're on the wrong tier list, man. It's for doubles. The staple, the mainstay. It's the main mode for Multiversus. So guys, of course, be sure to like the video and subscribe as well. We greatly appreciate that. But without further ado, let's get into it. So I got it ordered up. S+, S, A, B, and D+. All listed. Ready to go and booted for you guys. And the reason there is no C, because I think a character is so bad that they barely miss C tier. Yes, that is right. And you guys might not be able to guess who that is, but I'm actually going to put Garnet first down on the tier list. Garnet is, I think Garnet's struggling. Garnet mains, be honest with me, all right? And I know the comment section is always big about this. NAKAT, man, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, this goes for anybody that makes a tier list, right? You're going to have the people that are like, yo, your tier list is godlike, bro. I pretty much agree with everything you said. And then you're going to have the people like, my main is too low. If I could smack you, I would. That's just how it goes. So Garnet players in the comment section below, if you want to smack me, let me know. NAKAT, I could smack you. Or you'd be like, NAKAT, we need help. Because right now, I think Garnet needs some help. She got buffed, but I don't think it was nearly enough in contrast of where everybody else is kind of positioned currently in a meta. And so I feel like, so the hurtbox and hitbox overhaul basically comes into play with this tier list, right? And honestly, I don't know how much it actually helped Garnet. Like, I think she needs more. And I got Uno Deluxe in the chat. He's one of the better Garnet players currently for Multiversus. He's saying, yeah, I like the bust, but she needs more. I'm in agreeing. I agree that she needs more. Now, she could very well be C. But with the characters that I'm about to list in here, I don't necessarily know if she would be in the same echelon as like those characters, right? But we're going to continue on with the list. I don't have too much to say about Garnet other than she needs more. I think Garnet is one of those characters where if you buff her the correct way, she either becomes really broken or she'll just be pretty solid. But you got to find that sweet spot. And so I think with a couple more buffs, she can actually start to have more of a presence in the game. And I know she's a fan favorite character, so I do hope that her time comes and she becomes a lot more relevant in the meta. Up next, and this is going to be a bit interesting in terms of where I'm putting this character. You guys probably will not agree with this, and I get it, right? I totally get it. But I kind of think, personally, LeBron is not that great right now. I think something he benefited from before was the actual hurt boxes from before. I'm not gonna lie, I find it a lot harder to land my bullshit that I used to do. And you guys know I'm fired with it still. Y'all saw me playing, man. I was narrating, doing the same old thing. But if I'm being honest, I kind of think his hitboxes need to be a bit bigger. I think Ball, I would personally give Ball a bit more priority, but I can understand why you can't just super buff that move because honestly, it would be a problem. Like, actually, a problem. LeBron before hitbox patch had sortie range. Yeah, now his range, he just feels weaker because of that. And so, honestly, it's unfortunate because he's such a fun character. And I feel like LeBron needs to get, like, big buffed. You can't have LeBron James in your game and he's not a really good character. That's just personally my opinion. I think mostly it comes down to just his overall range and the size of his hitboxes. Funny enough, I think that he just needs a bit more. Like, a bit more. It doesn't even have to be colossal. He just needs a bit more in terms of range and priority of his moves and a bit of a more solidified combo game. I think a lot of things that are lacking right now, it's still, I think he's underdeveloped, I'm not going to lie, 1. 2, I think that his combo game could benefit from more exploration, but at the same time, I think his combo game needs to be a lot more straightforward. There's such a thing as making a character too technical and too dependent on things that are not always practical, and I think LeBron falls into that category, and that's why I would put him that low. Funny enough, guys, this means Taz isn't the worst in the game anymore. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Actually, Actually, I'm very happy about that. I'm kind of celebrating that, but don't get too happy because Taz, honestly, could still very much just not be that great. Like deadass, he could just not be that great. Up next, I would say if I had to throw another character into this category, it would probably be, not even probably, honestly. Guys, chat, how are we feeling about Shaggy right now? I'm curious. I know that his loops kind of got nerfed, but I actually don't think he's a hunk of shit. I would probably put him on the lower end of A tier. I don't think he's LeBron tier. I don't think he's Garnet tier. Yeah, chat, you agree. I think he's like he's in a solid place. He's pretty much in the middle again. He went from being like a way stronger character to then they kind of just knocked him down to reality a bit, and now he's just fine. Like, that's it. Genuine, honest character, not bad, not good. Yeah, pretty much. I would say he's like just A tier, but he's definitely on the lower end of A tier in my opinion, so that's where I would put Shaggy. After that, I honestly, and this might come as a surprise, I don't think that Raindog is currently keeping up with the current cast of characters. I think Raindog, actually, in terms of like play rate too, are you guys running into a lot of Raindogs? Because I'm not. I don't think he's being picked as much. I think his fan base is very niche, and not only that, it just seems like the utility that Raindog has is better found in other characters currently in the meta, making him not a go-to pick. I think he's very hard in execution currently, and that's funny because we used to think Raindog was just this easy-ass character that you could play, but we were all just dead-ass wrong. Well, honestly, he got nerfed a bit, but you know what I mean, right? So, real rap, why would you play Raindog when there are other support characters that are more viable than him that have way more utility and do more? And because of that, I think Raindog has kind of fallen from grace in that regard, especially as players started to get a lot better at fighting him. And while his hitboxes, some of them may be big, he still does suffer a lot, in my opinion, in the current meta, and that's why I have him in B tier. Now, I'm actually going to skip okay characters. We're going to move up a little bit, right? We're going to move up a little bit. So if we're looking at this, right, there's definitely a character that I think has kind of rose in terms of how good they are. And you guys are going to call me nuts for this one. I actually think Morty is fucking insane. You guys might not believe this. Straight up, I think Morty is fucking insane now. Like, actually. So, real rap. I think, bro, Morty got buffed, his passive got activated, and that character is crazy. Now, the cool thing about Morty is that you actually gotta be good to play him, and these are the kind of characters I like. I like characters that get rewarded for players being actually able to execute on them. They're not just pick up and play easy peasy Bugs Bunny. You see how that fit in perfectly? You catch my drift. So, I think, to Morty's credit, and Morty was a character, in my opinion, that was, I want to say he was slept on, but halfway rightfully slept on in pre-patch. But guys, his passive wasn't even active. Like, straight up, he wasn't done. So now that we have Morty plus the buffs, I think he is a force to be reckoned with. I think his projectile, he has the ability to both zone and box you up. Not only that, his spike is among one of the best in the game, especially with the power and range that comes from that arm. I think you might not see a bunch of Morty still because he's not the easiest to actually play. But when you do see them, and you see the really good ones, you'll see. Thanks, oops, appreciate that, homie. Yo, bro, Tendo, we said, dude, shut up, you're gonna get him nerfed. I don't control the nerfs and the buffs. Come on! Oh, man. Oh, my God. Chat's having a good time. Alrighty, up next, let's see. If I'm going down to like the lower echelon of characters, again, guys, I'm actually gonna bring up Taz, but our boy has gotten better, but I still don't think he is currently there yet. I think Taz still needs some love. I think especially with the Hurtbox Hitbox overhaul, I do not think Taz actually benefited too much from that. Honestly, if anything, the fact that you actually have to now hit this tiny character might be a bit harder, but he still gets stuffed out. If you have more range to him or meteor hitboxes, Taz still gets knocked the fuck out, pretty much. I think that he's close to A. And if he was A, he would be bottom of A. But I still think the characters that I'm going to be listing above him have a bit more oomph than him currently. And that's my honest opinion. In terms of a team's character, I think you still need to work a lot. And I'm pretty curious what the Taz mains, especially top level Taz mains, think of him. I was asking this before, and I think they said he's a bit better, but he still needs some help. So we'll see about that. That's kind of my idea of Taz at the moment. I'm dead ass, by the way. I think Tom and Jerry has fallen from grace, and you're going to see how low they are on this A tier spectrum. You guys might think you're celebrating, rejoicing that Tom and Jerry got nerfed, but you do not understand how necessary this character was for the meta and how good they actually were and healthy for the meta they were. I have a whole video coming out about Tom and Jerry. It's literally called Why Tom and Jerry Are Necessary for the Meta. You guys will see the pan nerf was way too harsh. So the thing about this, right, is Tom and Jerry's pan got nerfed, and because of that, can't do strings across the stage anymore. Bugs Bunny can still 0 to 60 you. If you think that's fair, that's on you, and you probably play Bugs. But I think because of that, one, you're going to see a lot less of this character. Two, I don't think they're absolutely gutter trash to be in like B or D plus with Garnet. But I think that character has definitely fallen from grace, and I am sorry to the Tom and Jerry mains. I think your character, while it is a load of shit that your character was so good, your character definitely takes high skill in order to execute to the tippity top fashion that people should be complaining about. But you can't make everybody happy, and that is unfortunate. You guys fell to the begging of buffs and nerfs, when in reality you did deserve some nerfs, but you didn't deserve the nerfs you got. Hopefully Tom and Jerry return to the meta once again, not because my partner plays them. I mean, Void will literally just play Morty and we will be fine, but because they didn't deserve to get as nerfed as bad as they did, especially with results not even pointing to that character being dominant in the meta. So because of that, you see where they are now, and I have them on the lower end of A tier. It's tragic. Actually pretty tragic. Up next, let's keep it going, baby. Let's keep it going. I'm actually going to go ahead and do one of the, I want to say, maybe obvious but not so obvious. Steven. Wow. Who would have thought? I think Steven Universe is still an exceptional character. I'm still sticking to this shit, by the way. I keep telling y'all. I think this character not only has not been unlocked to his fullest potential, he will get there. I promise you this character is going to get there. Promise you. And not only that, Steven players are indeed getting better, and Steven players are indeed showing what this character is capable of. I would even argue to actually raise him up a bit. I actually think Steven is very, very capable. You will see within due time. The stocks will go to the moon, I promise that. The ability to build platforms the way he does is something that should not be slept on. You already see what it's doing in another game, and while this isn't the same game as that, the ability to create platforms in a platform fighting game are strong. And so his popularity might not be all the way up there, and I think just because he can build platforms and he's still good, he's still a character that takes a lot more skill to use. So he's not easy to execute. I want to say like on a Tom and Jerry level, but in a kind of different way. So Steven Universe players, for the most part, I think they all believe that their character is pretty good for the most part. So yeah, we'll see. Flash Tari quit Steven, put him in D+. That sounds like Bugs trying to say that Harley is an incapable character. I won't listen to either. Anywho, the Iron Giant, baby. My man keeps getting nerfed over and over and over. He's definitely fallen from grace, but not that hard. Iron Giant is still fucking godlike. He's still really good. He's still pretty annoying. He still feels like he's not entirely fixed, but we are getting there. We are getting there. Like, guys, what do you think of the Iron Giant, chat? I'm serious. Do you think he sucks now? Do you actually think this character is trash? Speak up, be honest. Or do you think he's good? I think he's been nerfed really hard, but he was at a point where he was among, I mean, you saw his fucking win rates, right? He was pretty much, if Iron Giant fell, he fell from the top of the, he fell from the top. And that's why I'm putting him literally at the top of A tier, because I still think he is literally on the cusp of being one of the best doubles characters in the game currently. You don't go wrong by having an Iron Giant on your team unless you're fighting a Tom and Jerry. Wait a minute. Oh no, the character that can check him now sucks. Oh my god. Guess what? Now he doesn't have too much to worry about. Wonder how that works. It's almost like Tom and Jerry, the character that could deal with Giant, Velma, Bugs Bunny, all these characters you guys really hate. You benefited from having them around. Can't wait to hear the cries for buffs again. Hey, DJ, spin that back. Hey, hold on, guys. Only 24.4% of you guys are subscribed to the channel, leaving 75.6% of you not subscribed. Now, of course, it is not mandatory. However, I am a man on a mission and a man with a dream, and my dream is to one day hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube so I can get that plaque. And not only that, we are on the road to 50K at the moment, so it only takes 1 second of your time. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the vision, and of course, if you support the vision. It would mean the world to me. Now, let's get you back to what you were watching for. Much love. Take it easy. Thank you so much. So, anywho, back to the tier list, right? Let's continue. I don't need to actually even go into this as deep as you think. Batman players are known for capping about this character. In fact, I commend any Batman player that is realistic about the strength of Batman. Sadly, there aren't too many. There aren't too many. He said, bro, S is too low. Again, I commend any Batman player that is realistic about the strength of this character, about the strength of not actually having a true disadvantage state, the strength of having specials and moves that are so large that not only is his cape a hitbox, but his pointy ass bat ears on the suit actually serve as a hitbox as well. The strength of being able to dive kick off the stage and have an active spike hitbox throughout the entirety of the move. Being able to grapple someone from afar in free form combos. And of course, again, did I not just say that he doesn't have a disadvantage state? That's because his dodge and speed are fucking crazy. A character that has the benefits of the bruiser while operating like an assassin, and of course, not to mention Batarang being a tool that can play neutral for you. What doesn't this character have? He weighs too low. Oh, that's your only flaw? Wow. Cool. So let's actually return to planet Earth and be realistic. Batman is fucking insane. This character is godlike. And he's Batman. He should be a good character. He shouldn't suck. But I'm not gonna let Batman mains cap forever. Bro, you don't get it. He's light. Oh, I'm sure, Spirited Yay. I'm sure. And I know the Batman players in the comments are gonna be like, NAKAT, man, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut your ass up. You're gonna get him nerfed, bro. I'm only but one guy. I can't get characters nerfed. But I will let you know exactly what I think about this character, and I think he's amazing. I think the sooner you accept that, the sooner we can actually get to some real progress. Oh, he has a glide too, by the way. You know, I just thought I'd throw that out there. He could change his aerial momentum. Wow, wait, what doesn't he have? Interesting. I have him at the top of S tier, by the way. I have him better than anybody else I'm about to put in that category. But we're going to get back to the meat and potatoes of this, and we're going to put Finn in A tier. I think the buffs did him justice, but remember Finn used to be like this good? I still don't think he's there yet. I think he's better than Tom and Jerry right now. I think he's probably better than Shaggy. He is not better than the Iron Giant. That's where I have Finn. I think he's gotten better. I still don't think he's here. Maybe a Finn player will prove me wrong, but that's just my current opinion. You see Finn loops? I have not. Oh, what up, Mirror Man? I have not. Did I fuck up? Is Finn better than I thought? All right, let me click this. You put yep. Let me see this. Yo, shit, I might have fucked up, guys. Yo, Finn might be higher. Let me see what this is.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Yo! I messed up. Guys, fix it here. Stop the count. Fix the tier list. Fix the tier list, guys. Oh, no. The S on my chest, baby. Now, let me keep it a buck with you. Let me keep it a buck with you real quick. Superman players, I'm on your side. I think your character is hype. I do think your character takes skill. Even if the rest of the player base doesn't think that, because they're approaching you at the ledge as you try to grab them over and over and over, and they think that it's safe to just keep on trying to approach you, and then they're wondering why they're dying early, and they're not blaming themselves for going somewhere they know they shouldn't. Well, I can't feel bad for you if you get grabbed and thrown to the blast zone. I will feel bad for you if you're going there to try to punish him, and sadly you can't get the punish. Maybe you mistimed it, maybe it rolled back while you tried to and you died for that, then I get it. But if you think after the first 3 times he threw your ass to the blast zone that the 4th is going to be different, I want you to get grabbed and thrown to the blast zone. Because maybe on the 4th fucking time you'll realize it's not working out for you, dog. Guys, Superman, in my opinion, is a misunderstood character that is next on the chopping block by the community to get nerfed. I, honest to God, think that everybody's going to complain this character into a grave. Just like some other characters, but I won't go there, of course, because what's the point? However, I do think Superman is honestly an incredible team's partner to have. The utility of having a command grab that not only throws vertically, but horizontally is super good. His pressure off stage is nuts in terms of being able to just straight up go off stage, right? All right, so Superman does this shit, right? Where you like be shadow boxing, right? He'd be like this. You hear him do that, right? Hits you off stage. Knocks you away. Oh, you think you're getting away? Teleports in front of your ass again. He either duffs you again or throws your ass to the blast zone. If you do not react appropriately, your stock is gone. I literally watched Oops Tier carry people off stage. I watch him 1v4. 1v4. There ain't even 4 other people on the board and I'ma call it a 1v4. And I'm wondering, like, bro, all right, at first glance, people are going to be like, yo, you got to get rid of this character. But then to me, it's just like, yo, he got reads. And your stock is gone. And so, even with his nerfs, right, they pretty much toned down how far he can actually glide carry you. Appropriate, in my opinion. They toned down, essentially, is this mosquito? All right, it's not mosquito. Hold on. I was about to cut the whole video and kill that mosquito. They pretty much gave ammo to laser. I think was an incredible change, because I think the most boring thing is to watch a Superman's neutral only be composed of laser when the character is so much capable of more. Chat, hit one if you ever fought a Superman that only lasered in neutral and went for command grabs. Not very thought-provoking, right? Now, if we lose to that, that's our fault. But let's just be that much better than them, of course. Because at the end of the day, that should be a free win. That shouldn't be a nerf Superman. But I think it was a great change to try to teach people that do that the concept of neutral and actually improving at the game. So I think his utility, in my opinion, is unique, especially with the whole command grab aspect. He's a tank. Even though he doesn't have fast run speed, he can fucking teleport pretty much and just flash all over the screen. I'm sure you've seen Superman players do that shit. His character is fast as fuck. Actually, character is fast as fuck. So, with that being said, I think he's a splendid team's character. And in reality, we should all be having a pocket Superman. Let's do some Superman diddles. Let's do quad Superman. Shit, I might play Superman tonight. Just kidding, I'm not going to play him. But I think he's a great character, guys. Up next, Arya. Let me explain. In the most simplistic fashion ever, I kind of feel like she doesn't work. Now, if I am wrong, if I'm wrong and it's me, then I would have Arya in the lower, like probably like right here, right? But something, and I'm not sure what's going on, right, is that when I do the combo, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes they end up so far behind me that I actually can't confirm. Yeah, don't work. Yeah. So I'm confused, but I'm also actually trying to understand, maybe it's me. I don't know how well Rose J's doing. I haven't seen any comments about Arya from him. I've seen comments about Arya from everyone else. If she's actually broken, right, then I can't put her super high because she doesn't function properly. And that's kind of what I feel about her, right? On top of being pretty much dependent on what character she's paired with, and this is where I always pretty much have her. I usually have her around like A tier, probably like middle to low A tier or something like that. When it comes to this, right, if she's not working, then I would say B tier makes sense. She doesn't work. Now, the character that everybody's actually really curious about, Gizmo. Is Gizmo good? I'm going to really explain this too, by the way, because I want people to understand where I'm coming from when it comes to Gizmo's placement. I don't think he's B tier. He's definitely not S tier. I think Gizmo is 1, underdeveloped. He's not where he should be currently or where he can be. You can see the vision with Gizmo. I think his kit is very strong. I think he is a extreme... I think that he is definitely partner dependent as well, but his kit functions with a lot of the characters in the game. In comparison to Arya, where I think that is actually a bit less. Now with Gizmo, just because his kit is godlike, I do think he lacks certain kill power that makes him a better team character overall. Sure, he has the silence debuff, and of course he has setups, he has a car, projectiles. He's pretty annoying to fight, right? But at the same time, when it comes down to it, getting the kill is not the easiest thing to do as Gizmo. You're more of a disruptor in terms of your utility. You disrupt, but when it comes to selling out kills, you're really dependent on your partner to do that. And if your partner's character can't kill that well, you guys find that your opponents end up living a bit too long for your tastes. So that's where I feel Gizmo is right now. I think he definitely for certain needs more horizontal kill power. I've been pushing for that ever since he's come out. And yeah, that's just my idea about Gizmo. You guys super let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Of course, he's brand new, so I know a lot of people are going to have different experiences, and pretty much, yeah, let me know. I'm very excited that he's here though. I love Gizmo. I'm happy he's here. He's a very fun character. Rick's not in the game, so obviously we're not going to talk about him at all. I heard Jake don't work. I heard Jake don't work. Is this true, Jake players? What happened? You can't roll and do the same move over and over and roll again? Tell me what happened to you. I heard Jake don't work, and I heard that he's worse. But when I fight Jakes, I'm still fighting for my motherfucking life. Nah, okay, being realistic, the couple Jakes that I fought so far in this patch, I still think he's a good character. I can kind of see the issues with him currently. Jake don't work my ass, true story. It seems like they tried to make him a bit more punishable, but at the same time, like, I think they did something to his stretchy that allowed you to actually punish him. You can correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, guys. I think it's fucking funny because when I watch this character fight, I always know for a fact that they're still going to do the same thing over and over and over again, straight up, like over and over and over again. But I think A tier is a good spot for Jake. I think he's better than... Fuck, man. Seeing Tom and Jerry that low is sad. I'm gonna have a lot of people in the comment section be like, oh, you're so biased because Void's your partner. Oh my god, you're so fucking biased, man. Tom and Jerry are great. Oh, like, oh my god. I dare you. I believe. I still believe. Y'all might not believe. I believe. I always believe. I'm telling y'all, bro. Like Batman players, you need the Harleys to wake the fuck up and stop capping. Trying to say this character is not good. Trying to say this character is not capable. They made the character normal and y'all are pissed because you can't bullshit people the entire time. Now, I will say, she's still not back to what she used to be, and that's great because she was toxic before. But I think Harley has great utility, as usual, as a team partner. I think her weight as an assassin, really unfortunate, but she dies early. We know this. We all know this. That's also another reason why, like, if Arya's not working and she dies early, then what the fuck, right? But with the hitbox rework, I do not necessarily think she suffered from it. Harley players, you can let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm asking the Harleys that are going to be really realistic about the character, by the way. If you about to just cat for the TL, don't waste your time. I know what's coming. And Cat, you don't know what you're fucking talking about Harley. Oh my god, bro. I mean, you in the chat right there, Mo. Talk, baby. Tell me. Yeah. I love having a Harley on my team, a Harley that actually is like really good with the character. Like really. I think Harley is solid. But that's what I would call her. I would call her solid, right? I'm not gonna say Harley's just this S tier crazy character. Definitely not S plus. I didn't even put her at the top of A tier on this tier list, like at all. I just think she's good. I just think she's solid. That's it. Really. Having a Harley is nice. Harley's dope. Harley's fine. She's in a good spot. Hitbox patch, she benefited from it, but her combo game did not. But do you realistically think that people should be getting 0 to 80'd over and over and over? I don't. And even without that, I still think that she is a capable character and solid. So, it is what it is in that regard. Wonder Woman, baby. Yeah. I put her here. Wonder Woman's really fucking good, guys. I just released a video today talking about Wonder Woman. Like, she's really good. She genuinely benefited from the Hurtbox Hitbox overhaul. Like, actually benefited from it. Don't get me wrong. This guy right here, I easily think he could be here. I'm not capping at all. But for what we have now, I'm going to put him there. Wonder Woman, and just to watch my video if you really want to know what actually made her great. We have a disjoint. Guys, I think she got so much better from this pretty much patch that I think that the weight nerfs and the movement speed nerf was justified. I think she deserved to get nerfed. I changed my mind. I was bitching before, and now I've seen the light. If you really want to see my opinion in detail, you can go watch that video. It's on my channel. I think Wonder Woman is great. I'm happy with where she is. I still don't think she's this crazy broken character that's just bodying everybody, because it still actually is pretty damn difficult to be successful with her, even with her ease of use. And this is me telling you, yeah, she is easy to use. Now let's see you actually succeed with her at top level. That's all I'll say. And now, guys, obviously, right? What a surprise. You're even like, what a surprise. And you're going to have angry Velma players upset because she's getting nerfed every patch. Same with Bugs Bunny players, upset that he's getting nerfed every patch. Just straight up. And I will say this too, at least for her, in my opinion, I think she's a lot closer to falling in line with the rest of the cast. This right here, absolutely not. Let me explain. We have two characters that occupy most of the top placements at tournaments. We have two characters that have been continuously nerfed every single patch and still somehow remain the best in the game. It's just a testament to how actually broken both of those characters are. And so, instead of being upset that they keep getting nerfed over and over, be more understanding that these characters are that good. Actually that good. And are that popular because they're that good for a reason. And so I never feel bad when I see those minus signs next to either of those characters. In fact, I'm just hoping one day I could actually put more characters above them. And I think that day will come eventually. At least for Velma, she's getting a lot closer to it. But when you look at the way that their kits inherently work, especially Velma's, to the point where some elements of the game had to be balanced around her, you have to understand they do that much. And because of that, they're that strong. Now, skipping over Velma at this point, Bugs Bunny, I think he keeps getting nerfed. But the things about him that need to get nerfed are not touched. I am a heavy advocate in the fact that Bugs Bunny's disadvantage state is actually just unfair. To the point where if you want to kill Bugs Bunny, you have to hit him and kill him. What I mean by that is, off stage, if you guys ever did this, you repeatedly hit a Bugs, he doesn't have any more jumps. He has nothing. No air dodges, nothing. And he just spawns a rocket and he gets them all back and makes it back to the stage. Hit one if you've had that happen to you. Not once, but many times fighting a Bugs Bunny. There are very few, if not barely any characters in the game that have the ability to defy disadvantage state like that. Not only that, if you hit him up to the upper blast zone, he can spawn a rocket, stand on the shit, and wait to come down. Not to mention, if he has no rocket, he can propel horizontally to change up his aerial momentum drift to the stage. Not only that, his vertical aerial momentum drift, he can actually descend and change it up, making it very hard to actually straight up keep him in a situation that is not good for him. Have you ever tried to spike a Bugs Bunny? Thank you, Mako Mac Champ. Have you ever tried to spike a Bugs Bunny? And I want you guys to hit 2 for this one. You have him in the perfect spot to spike him. Perfect. And he spawns a vertical rocket. And now you can't hit him because the rocket is in between both of you. But some of y'all are like, I'm stubborn. Hit 3 if this has happened. I'm stubborn. I'm going to try to spike this character until you try to jump over the rocket and you die because you tried to get over the rocket to hit him while he was safe on the other side. I've done it. It's not easy. Right. So you get fucking exploded. Exactly. So basically what I'm trying to say is you can give him as much whiff lag as you want on his moves. For some reason, he's still able to do his nair change into dare, into nair, into dare. Bat, thankfully, is not as crazy as it once was. I haven't really had any experiences currently in this patch where Bat is like a menace, right? I love that. I love that players have to space now and actually hit people and not just willy-nilly swing and get rewarded for it. But when it comes down to it, I think the true thing to bring that character in line is his disadvantage state. He has so many different ways to manipulate disadvantage state to the point he is playing a different game in that regard. And so you can let Bugs Bunny players say that he's B tier or say that he's not that good anymore. Sure, no problem. We shall let tournament results speak for themselves. Honestly, that's my opinion on patch 1.02 chat. Comment section, let me know what you guys think. I want to know. Honestly, I want to know. Let's get the discussion popping. You can either yell at me because you don't agree with the tier list, which is really mean. You shouldn't yell. You just be like, NAKAT, fuck you, I don't agree. Put a LOL though, so I know you're joking. So you know we're cool, right? Or you can actually just be like, yo, honestly, I fuck with the tier list. Like, I agree with at least most of this or pretty much all of it. Regardless, it's just my opinion, right? You can either try to take something from it, or you can just be like, fuck this, I'm gonna make my own tier list. And you should do that. You should do that. But as per usual, guys, thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. This is NAKAT. Take it easy. Peace out. Deuces.